Hey everyone, welcome to Old Iron Garage and thank you for tuning in. So this afternoon I'm outside and I'm going to be picking up where I left off on the Toro model 18805, I believe. Let me double check that. Not good at remembering numbers. Yes, 18805. Anyways, I'm in kind of a hurry because it's threatening to rain. It's a little breezy. I don't want you guys to have to hear the wind, so hopefully putting the tripod just inside the garage door will help with that. I already have some disassembly done, as you can see there. And I already have, what? You know what? I'm going to move that closer. But I already have some disassembly done. And I actually already went ahead and put the carburetor on because I knew I had to figure out the governor linkage. And I didn't want it to be too tedious and too boring, so I went ahead and already did a little bit. And you know what? I still have to. No, I'm not going to worry about that. Never mind. I also went ahead and cleaned out the fuel tank. Yeah, cleaned out the fuel tank. Ow! I have that dangling down and out of the way, and now I'm just going to readjust the camera a little bit. That should do. All right, well, I'm just going to dive in, try to keep up with me. Like I said, I'm in a bit of a hurry. We're going to see if we can get this back together with some new parts and running today. So, first things first, I have a 100% Chinesium electronic ignition type coil, and pick that up later. I'm in a hurry. I already got these screws here loose because I wasn't sure if they would come loose, so I sprayed them down with penetrating oil and got them loose. These I forgot to take loose. Those I'm not worried about snapping off so much, so they should not be a problem. So I'm just going to throw the impact on them and yeah, let's get the points and condenser assembly off. I don't know if I have to take anything loose on the inside. We'll see if she'll just pull right off. Let's see here. I might have to pop it loose because it's been on there for ages, probably since it was assembled at the factory is my guess. There we go. She's loose. And she just came right off. Does that? Yep, that comes off with it. Don't need that anymore. So let's just remove this whole assembly in one piece. And this may be useful in the future. So this I'm going to keep as parts for some of these other old Tecumseh engines that I work on. Oh, my legs. So we should be able to just go ahead and put the flywheel back on now. I'm wondering, that special flywheel key, how that works without that collar I just took off with the lobe on it, that cam lobe on it, for the to open and close the points. Let's see. Will this just stay on? Or do I actually have to leave that cam lobe on there? It appears it just stays on there in the right place. Hopefully. That would be cool. Yes. Get out of here. And we are zipping right along. Very happy that I did some pre-assembly or disassembly ahead of time for this video. Okay, that's not needed for this application, I don't believe. I am hoping that this is the right part for the engine for this application. It bolts up. Allegedly, this is the correct part. So before we go a whole lot further, though, well, shoot, I can't spin this on here without. You know what? I might be able to. Look out, boys. Are these the right length? Yeah, looks like it. Looks like this will work. I was going to say I can't spin this on here without removing the mower blade, but a little bit of ingenuity. That was one thing I wanted to fix about this stand, is I knew I had to make a way to raise this up higher. Let's move that out a little bit. I just wasn't quite sure how yet, but now I know. Some of my firewood blocks will go right under here. Do not fall off. Oop, wrong way. All right. I do want to make a little shelf or something over here for tools. Don't fall. Will this make full revolutions now? Oh, well, we still have to tie this up. You got to give me a brief moment. I got to go find something about the thickness of an index card or a business card. One moment. I'm back. I went ahead and just grabbed my Champion spark plug. There we go. Now you can see it. Took it out of the box. I'm taking the box over, and that's what I'm going to use to space the coil off of the flywheel. Take these off so they're not in my way. I'm going to use this as like a feeler gauge, essentially. Oh. Come on. Threads must be just a slight bit dirty. Not wanting to turn in easily. go out just a hair more. Is Mama home? Oh, boys, is Mama home? Hi. Yeah, I did. I gotta talk to you later though. I'm recording a video. It's okay. I love you. Daggone it. Come on. All right, that side just misses. And now, oh, buddy, yes, I know. Mama's home. Mama's home. Yes. Mama and the kid. Zeus gets so excited when the kid comes home. It's the cutest thing. Boys, you better not try to go in that garage and knock over my camera, I swear. You'll be in so much trouble. All right. Just clears. That should make spark. So the next thing I'm going to do, go on, Odin. Nope, that ain't it. Daggone it now. Where is my spark plug socket? It was, there it is. I said, no, it was in here. Babe, I gotta talk to you briefly before you go inside. Go, boys, move, go. Get out of here. Let me pause the video. One moment. Sorry about that, I'm back. Boys, go. Mom's gonna let you inside. These boys love their mama and the kid. Oh, I need the new spark plug. I'm gonna test it with the brand new spark plug. Ouch. Let's see if the old one was correct. RJ17LM, J17LM. Close. The old one had a cracked insulator. I got the RJ17LM because that's what Google told me. I don't know if it's correct. I'm sure it'll probably work. Let's give it a go. Let's try it. I would love to bring you guys down here so you can see for yourselves, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. I'm in kind of a big rush, so I really, you just got to take my word for it. Ooh, forgot it does that. Try that again. Maybe in a different spot. Let's try the old spark plug once. Maybe I do have the wrong one. Maybe it's not supposed to have an R at the beginning. I don't know. I guess it's not supposed to have an R at the beginning. This one snaps. This new one don't. Strange. Let me try that again. R would mean what? Resistor, correct? And it is possible I may just not have had it grounded very well sitting on there. I mean, the aluminum is dirty, so. Well, I guess it's a J17LM and not an RJ17LM. Thanks, Google. I was in a hurry, it was late, so I just ordered what the interwebs said instead of trying to find an actual service manual for this engine. So I guess one of the cracked insulator, but still fires, is going back in. It's only cracked at the very, very top. It kind of starts at the very top of the insulator, loops around, goes back to the top, so there's really no danger of it going all the way down to the bottom where it can ground out, I guess. So yeah, whatever. What is next? This ouch, flywheel cover. I believe that is pushed in a bit. I'm going to take this opportunity to go hammer this back out real quick. Right back. One moment. I'm back. This center was pushed in just a little bit. Hey, you can see it. See it better? And I just hammered it back out, laid it flat on the bench, the top side down, and from the inside just hammered it back out. That looks a lot better. That was bugging me. Let me get this out of the way for now so it doesn't take a spill. Oh, yeah, not the correct one. Where is the correct one? Where did I put it at? Hey, get out of here, stupid bugs. There it is. It was right there. For the life of me, it was invisible. Could not see it. Gotta be careful, this thing could snap those off. So just a little bit of, and that's it. There we go. Put this one back in, which I will not be using the impact on. Just a little snug from the ratchet, 1/4 inch drive ratchet. Let's wrap up this side, I think. It all goes back on yet. Okay, so I have to do the fuel line yet. That'll be from that side. No. Throttle cable. Oh, no. That might be a bear to get in. That should have, yes. Okay. No, this actually won't be too bad. I see. That throttle cable should have been connected before I mounted the carburetor and intake and all that. But all I have to do is take out this screw. There we are. Now the throttle cable is connected. Get over there. There we go. That's better. And then this goes back on here like so. Nope. Like so. There we go. I had to get them in the right order. Sorry if that you guys can't see everything I'm doing, like up close. I know that probably sucks. It's just that I'm in such a hurry. It would be nice to actually be able to try this thing out today. If and I can. I still got a little ways to go, kind of, you know. Like, I want to get it warmed up, do an oil change and everything. What is the deal? Why won't you thread in? You're not cross-threaded. You just thread it out easily. I'm just gonna send it because I can see that it's not cross-threaded. It's nice and straight. And it's going, so I know it ain't cross-threaded. It's not binding up real tight. Just a little bit of dirt or grit or something. Okay, I can kind of see a witness mark, so I know where approximately where that throttle cable was. Right there, I think. And I can always adjust it later if need be. Now, air filter housing. There's a brand new air filter in it already, and I've already oiled the air filter. Let's get this on. I do have to get that in there, that in there. There we go. Now, has these two long screws that actually mount it to the carburetor. then this one little screw goes up on the inside that mounts it to the intake manifold. I'm excited to hear this thing run, guys. I don't know about you, but I really want to see this thing run. Wait, nope, don't tighten it yet. Yeah, needs to have some wiggle room so these screws can pull this one in to make a airtight seal. All right, now we can tighten this screw inside the air box, air filter box. All right, believe everything on this side is wrapped up. Yep. That throttle and governor appears to be functioning as it should. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to this other side. So I know you guys will be behind me. I'm going to try to make sure you guys can see. So now there's a screw that holds the filler neck. So you guys are probably wondering if I'm going to fire this thing up here. I don't know. That seems kind of sketchy. And it's sitting on these blocks that are not actually screwed down to anything that's just sitting there. So I don't want this thing to, you know, take flight. No, I don't want it to come off of those blocks and then the blade hit the, yeah. I know with the aluminum flywheel being lighter, it's not a great idea to try to fire these up without the rotating mass of the blade, but I guess I'm gonna try it because I gotta take that blade off to inspect it, sharpen it, balance it. You know, we'll clean it, then inspect, sharpen, balance. So I may try to fire it up here, but just without a blade on it. I don't like firing up a lawnmower or anything with an aluminum flywheel without some kind of rotating mass on there, but I do believe there is some kind of weight that can go on in the place of a flywheel. I know I've seen something like that once online. I don't know if it's some homemade deal or something you can buy. That might be worth looking into. Come on now. So next thing is the fuel tank. There's the matter of putting on the fuel line, but I won't know how long to cut the fuel line without the fuel tank there. And then I also have to put a fuel filter in the line as well. So the fuel tank does go back on now. I am still missing one screw. That's fine. It'll be all right. I'm putting the one screw we have back where it was on the side that actually holds some weight, the side that has the fuel tank. And when I source another screw, I will put it on the other side. Now going to clean and reinstall my bent dipstick. Let's straighten it out. Hey, that bends super easy. No wonder it's bent. I didn't think it would get bent sitting in there, but okay. Clean it off, nice and clean. I'm going to check the oil again. I did top off the oil last time. I had it running for just a little bit. It wasn't running real long, but I did check the oil and top it off. And we have no oil. Where did it go? We had oil. We have no oil. Remind me, don't let me forget to add oil. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and install the fuel line. Then determine where I want the fuel filter. Put the fuel filter, cut the line there, put the fuel filter on one side. Then see how much I want to take out of the line, cut that out of the other side. Oh, sorry. No. Forgot what fuel or tool I was looking for. I am very scatterbrained right now. Again, last night did not get enough sleep. That's my fault. The dogs are probably like, Mom forgot about us. Dad said to take us inside. Mom forgot about us. I am giving it extra fuel line to keep it away from the cylinder. In the factory, it's tucked underneath the cylinder, between the cylinder and the mower deck. But that's also where the muffler goes down through. It actually goes down through the mower deck. Exhaust comes out under the mower deck. So I want to keep it away from that. So I'm lengthening the fuel line. And I'm probably actually going to tie it up over here with a zip tie to keep it away. Make sure it stays away from the muffler. I think that'd be a... Usually I keep things as original as possible, but when it comes to stuff like that, I do not mind making a tasteful modification. Okay. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you. I thought this was kind of funny. Somebody lost the gasket that goes in here at one point in time, and they just stuffed a, I don't know, a candy wrapper or something. I don't know what that is. There. Yeah. Just stuffed, what do we have here? This is just the corner of a bag. Farley's brand. Ingredients: fruit, grapes, strawberries. It's torn off there. Next line: syrup. So, corn syrup. Sucrose, gelatin, corn. Whatever. Why am I reading that? Something fruity, I guess. So I'm going to have to make a new gasket for this, but I'm probably just going to go rob that cap over there for now. And then they also put, when they realized that wasn't working, they put Teflon tape around here. Let's get rid of that. Be free. There we go. So I'm going to go rob one from back here. Ouch. Oh yeah, that's much better. Ooh. So as you can see, it's not just a rubber gasket. There's also this like a plastic baffle in there that's vented. The cap's vented, it has to be. So, by the way, that is not a parts mower, but I have robbed a few little things from that for this one. So I'm going to have to go on eBay and replace what I've taken if I cannot find it in here in the garage. But, I think we could get away with me just for that cap. I'm going to try to just make a gasket out of my Fellow Pro gasket paper material. And just poke like a 1/16 inch hole in it so it's vented. But it won't allow enough gas to slosh up through that hole to, you know, let it leak. This cap is no good. Or is it these threads are not very well. I just won't make it very tight for now. I'll figure something out later. Fuel line. I definitely want a fuel line, or no, fuel filter. I mean, I definitely want a fuel filter in the line. I need a zip tie first, because before I can determine exactly where or how long the fuel line needs to be, I need to tie it up on the other side because that'll pull it a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay, I got oil added off camera and found a couple of zip ties and put them on off camera. And I ended up overfilling it a little bit, but that's okay. I'm gonna end up doing an oil change anyway. Man, I'm gonna have to find some bigger bolts to go through here as well, where the bottom of the handlebar is attached to the deck. They have way undersized bolts in there, not even half the size that it should be. Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to put the fuel filter all the way back here where it's easy to see. And I may even not have to cut any out of here. I might like the length. I might feel like it's a good safe length to keep it away from the heat. Let's see what it looks like. You know what? Well, I might trim an inch or two off. We'll see. Okay, I'm going to take an inch off of it. Now let's see what it looks like. I like that. That'll do. I don't like how I have a zip tied. I may redo that later. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Actually, hang on. No, yeah, I like that length. I'm going to leave it at that length. All right, well, okay, those screws came out of the ignition coil. That's about to fall off. I'll just take that decal off. I need to have reproduction decals made if I decide to go ahead and really restore this thing. So I need to save that so I can get a picture of it. Ugh. Now, just one more part to put on, then we can, well, I still have to take off the mower blade. But, you know what? I'm gonna leave the mower blade on it. I'm gonna put it on the ground to fire it up. Give me a minute. All right, one more part that goes on. Get over here, and that would be the air filter cover. This is the one I had to get from eBay a couple years ago when I first brought this home. Okay, so this side goes on first, and then this side just snaps on. Doesn't look right. Hang on a second. That looks better. That actually looks pretty good now. The primer worked. You know what I realized I did? I put the fuel filter on backwards. I was in such a hurry. It'll work for now. I will flip that around. Just not right now. Alrighty, well, I gotta get this thing down on the ground. I'm gonna get some help. I will, I'll just be one moment. Alrighty, I skipped ahead a bit. As you can see, we are on the ground now. Yeah, I did a little more off camera and some stuff that I forgot about doing, like freeing up that one front left wheel that was seized. It rolls nicely now. I took it off and got all that cleaned up and lubed and moving and everything. I did go ahead and sharpen the mower blade. It is not exactly balanced. It might shake a little. I don't know. We're gonna find out. But anyways, I do believe that something is wrong with the governor linkage. I don't believe that it is correct. So I probably will only have one speed, and it looks like it's going to be high speed. So I will sort that out at a later time. It is going to be loud. Remember, my muffler has not come in the mail yet, but yeah, let's see what it does. I do have my handy dandy electric starter here. I'm gonna try rope start. Let's see what happens. Ouch! Ow! 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 Sorry, I injured my back recently, and I am still hurting. Popped. Alright, let's just do the electric starter. Oh, there is still more to do. Obviously, I need to run it for a while, do an oil change, find a new correct spark plug, get the deck pipe adjustment working. That is all seized up. Sorry about the train noise and the wind noise, but, you know, we're outside. So, I'm going to fire this up, cut a couple strips of grass, and I do have the flap on the side open so it'll shoot the grass out. I want to see how it shoots the grass out. And but yeah, anyways, yeah, let's just fire it up, see what it does. Ow. That is really loud. Yeah. Definitely needs a little adjustment, a little tweaking, but it's a big jet flying awful low. Huh, anyway, never seen one of those fly that low around here. But yeah, anyways, definitely does need a little tweaking. Yeah, seems to be a healthy engine. I am running it on 2-cycle fuel, and I did have it tipped a little bit earlier off camera, so it may have gotten some oil into the cylinder, but then again, there's also, you know, the fact that it is overfilled a little bit, and that could explain the smoking. First time I had it running, it did not smoke one bit, even though it was running 2-cycle oil, or 2-cycle fuel. The reason running 2-cycle fuel is because this thing has sat what seems to be years and years. So, it has sat for a long time. But anyway, yeah, it runs. And I think that, oh, I'm sorry, I was going to explain. You know, it has sat for years and years, and the reason why I run the 2-cycle fuel when I first get an engine that hasn't run in a long time fired up is the oil in it. The extra lubrication just helps to bring things around gently, you know, rings and whatnot. So, but yeah, I think with a little bit more work, a little fine tuning, figure out that governor, change oil, get the correct spark plug, get the deck height adjustment working. I think I could have a fine little vintage Toro mower here. It'll be nice to have one that has a steel deck instead of cast aluminum like my others, because, you know, if I need to mow in an area where I'm worried about hitting something, like it flinging something kind of hard, like a stone or whatever, something in the grass I can't see, I don't like using my cast aluminum deck mowers because I'm worried about it cracking or taking a chunk out of the deck. So it'd be nice to have a steel deck mower. But anyways, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts. If you have a good diagram and parts list for the governor setup and parts and pieces for this, please let me know, because I did have to borrow 1 or 2 pieces of the governor linkage from a different mower, but looking online it looked like they were identical to this one, to the correct ones for this. So that might be it. It might be the way I have something routed. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel and you like this kind of content and you want to see more in the future, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later. Hey guys, sorry if there's any wind noise. One more quick update here. I decided to go ahead and take another look at the, one moment, try to block the wind a little, at the governor again, and I seen there was one piece that looked like it was bent, but not factory bent. It had a little bit of a squiggle in the bend, and it just didn't look right. Did not look factory. So I bent it the way I thought it should be, and this is what I ended up with. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, all right, thanks for tuning in. Oh, and it shuts off with that too now. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Later.